The producers of The View knew exactly what they were doing. Promos had teased a mystery royal guest for days, and speculation ranged from Prince William to even Princess Kate. No one expected Queen Camilla to stride onto the stage just moments before taping began. Her arrival wasn't just unexpected. It was seismic. Wearing a crisp cream Chanel coat and understated pearl earrings, Camilla stepped onto the set with the regal confidence of someone who had spent decades learning how to stay composed under fire. The studio audience erupted with applause, a few gasps audible amid the cheers. Even Whoopi Goldberg looked stunned for a brief second before regaining her trademark calm. "What a surprise," said Joy Behar, eyes wide. "Let's just say it's been a long time coming," Camilla replied, flashing a diplomatic smile. Her presence alone would have dominated the headlines. But producers had a far more combustible plan in motion. Backstage, Meghan Markle was seated in her dressing room, reviewing notes for her second segment appearance to promote her new children's book. She had been invited under the impression that the show would spotlight her work as a mother, advocate, and author. No politics, no royals. That was the agreement. So when a junior producer gently informed her that Queen Camilla was opening the show, Meghan's mood shifted instantly. "What do you mean, Queen Camilla?" she asked, her voice cool but pointed. "She's just doing a quick 10-minute piece on domestic violence awareness," the producer replied, clearly uncomfortable. 10 minutes? With her? Meghan's tone sharpened. "You're putting me on the same show, on this set, with her." "Meghan, it'll be fine. They're not overlapping. Just same episode." Meghan stood up, tense. "This wasn't in the plan. I want to talk to my team." While she made calls, the taping had already started. Camilla sat down with Whoopi and Joy, who opened the segment by thanking her for her advocacy in supporting survivors of domestic abuse. Camilla spoke passionately about her work, speaking softly yet firmly, never veering into anything remotely political or personal. But tension was already bubbling under the surface. Then, without warning, Whoopi dropped the line that would light the fuse. "We've also got Meghan Markle joining us in just a bit. Big day for royal women here on The View." The camera cut back to Camilla, who simply gave a neutral smile and folded her hands. Backstage, Meghan was livid. "She just smiled when they said my name," she snapped to her assistant. Smug, cold, always playing the victim. When her cue came, Meghan took a deep breath, adjusted her emerald blouse, and walked toward the set. The transition was stiff. Meghan took her seat at the far end of the curved table. Camilla nodded in acknowledgement, but said nothing. Meghan gave a polite smile, clearly forced. Things remained civil for the first minute. Then Joy brought up the Oprah interview. "You know," she said, glancing between the two women, "it's rare we have you both here. The last few years haven't exactly been smooth between the Sussexes and the palace. Camilla, have you seen the interview Meghan did with Oprah?" Camilla turned slowly toward Meghan. "I saw it." Her voice was calm, almost too calm. "And what did you think?" Joy prodded, sensing a ratings moment. "I think," Camilla said carefully, "when someone chooses to abandon duty, they should do so with dignity. Quietly, not at the cost of others' reputations." Meghan froze. So did the room. "With all due respect," Meghan replied, her voice suddenly sharp, "telling the truth isn't an attack. It's freedom." Camilla didn't flinch. "And yet you seem so very unfree, even now." The audience let out an audible gasp. The cameras caught every flicker of tension, the clenched jaw, the narrowed eyes, the rapid blinking. Meghan leaned forward. "That's a low blow." Camilla raised her brow slightly. So was the Oprah interview. At that moment, even the seasoned hosts of The View looked rattled. Whoopi tried to change the subject. Joy sipped water. Sunny Hostin sat in stunned silence. But the damage had been done. The battle had begun, and neither woman was backing down. Backstage, chaos brewed. As soon as the segment cut to commercial, Meghan stood abruptly and tore off her mic, her hands shaking with a fury she was trying hard to suppress. A producer rushed over, but Meghan raised a hand. "Don't," she snapped. "This was never supposed to happen. You blindsided me. You used me." Cameras were still rolling behind the scenes for promotional footage, but Meghan demanded they be shut off. "I came here to talk about a book for children," she muttered, pacing. "Instead, I walked into a trap." She, Camilla, knew exactly what she was doing. Back on set, Queen Camilla remained seated, composed and unmoved. She sipped water from a glass, gave a brief smile to Whoopi, and quietly said, "If she chooses not to return, I understand." The comment was picked up faintly by her lapel mic and would later be dissected frame by frame on social media. Backstage, a flurry of calls was being made. Meghan's PR team was in overdrive. One representative whispered, "We need to spin this fast. Get ahead of it. Say she was ambushed. Say she walked away from a toxic space." But Meghan wasn't listening. Her focus was singular. Queen Camilla. She smiled when I walked out there. Like she'd won. Like I was beneath her. She paused. She's been trained for decades to wear that mask. But I won't pretend. Meanwhile, news outlets were already exploding. Within 20 minutes of the moment airing live on the East Coast, the Daily Mail, TMZ, and Page 6 had all pushed out breaking alerts. A trending clip titled, "Camilla Destroys Meghan on Live TV," racked up 3 million views in an hour. Piers Morgan tweeted, "Queen Camilla handled herself with dignity, class, and truth. Meghan, well, she walked off. Again." The royalist side of the internet celebrated Camilla's stoic dismantling of the Sussex narrative, dubbing it, "The Crown Strikes Back." Meanwhile, Meghan's defenders cried foul, labeling the episode a setup and calling Camilla's words, condescending, and icy manipulation. Inside ABC headquarters, an emergency editorial meeting was called. "This was gold," one executive said. "A real-life royal clash. We can't not air the full segment. But Meghan's team is threatening to pull all future appearances if we don't edit it," another replied. Whoopi, walking past the conference room, simply muttered, "Let the public decide. We just asked the questions." That night, Meghan and Harry reportedly had a 2-hour video call with Oprah, strategizing. "You should speak again," Oprah allegedly advised. "Not in anger, but with clarity. You've been provoked. Tell your truth." Again, across the Atlantic, Queen Camilla returned to Clarence House to bouquets of flowers and a message from King Charles that simply read, "Well handled." The following morning, Camilla issued a short statement. "Greater than, I believe in respectful dialogue and always will. My comments on The View were not intended as personal attacks, but rather a defense of family, duty, and truth." Meghan, on the other hand, remained silent. Until 48 hours later. She posted a black and white photo of herself holding her children, Archie and Lilibet, on the beach. The caption read, "Greater than, when they can't control your story, they try to rewrite it. I'm still here, still standing, still loving." It got 4.6 million likes in under 6 hours. But for the first time in years, the sympathy didn't lean entirely in Meghan's favor. Because Queen Camilla, the woman once dubbed, "the other woman," had just taken on the Duchess of Sussex, live, unfiltered, and walked away not only unshaken, but triumphant. And the world couldn't stop watching.